In this video, I want to go through how to convince a high-paying client, a rich client, over the phone or even in person, but starting first over the phone. How you convince them that they should do business with you. In my other video, I showed you how to target these wealthy clients, how to get them to give you a call. But a lot of people struggle when they have to deal with somebody that is not at their level. It's a weird situation that happens there. And I totally understand why. It's intimidating. Let's be honest. I've talked to a lot of people that have scheduled time, and they don't believe that they can get wealthy clients because very few of you have actually interacted with wealthy people. So it's hard for you to get access to these people. So you don't really understand that they're no different from me and you. You don't realize, or you probably forgot, that they're not much different from me and you. What they've mastered is other people. The fact that they understand people more than you is really the main difference. And of course, they work harder than us. At least the ones that are self-made. So they're highly, highly judgmental. It's not even funny. It's not even close to funny how judgmental they are. This is how they got to that level, by judging people, understanding how people are, and either avoiding those people once they figure out what kind of people they are. If they're good people, they keep them around. They will analyze even how you speak, how you articulate yourself, how do you express yourself, your mannerisms. They read everything to see if you're not a threat. That's why they do that. Because times are rough out here nowadays. Especially if you have money. People are always trying to get you. In this video, I want to focus on this perfect client closing script that I created, that I truly believe most of you need. Because even if we were to set up those ads perfectly for you, the Google ads perfectly for you, if you don't know how to convince a client over the phone, then you're just going to be wasting money in these Google ad campaigns. If you don't know how to articulate yourself on the phone with these rich people, they're going to cut you out. They're going to disqualify you. The thing about wealthy people, they're super organized, they're highly organized, and they don't like inconveniences because their time is money. Their time is so valuable that if you are a time waster on the phone, you don't ask the right questions, they're going to get put off. Listen, I can call to your feelings if you want, but I'm just delivering the harsh truth. Because a lot of people are not going to give you this information. A lot of people will give you fluff or give you the real deal here, the real deal. So that after you learn the script, you are literally going to be so good at convincing somebody on the phone that they should do business with you, especially if they have a lot of money. And this will allow for you to level up in your business. So I'm just going to skim through some of the slides here so you can kind of have a good idea of what's in the script. The pre-call preparation. Because remember, I told you, wealthy clients don't like people that are disorganized. It's a waste of time. They hate that. Next is how to conduct small chat. I always find small chat is very difficult. Even now, it's very difficult. You almost have to sort of dig into your soul sometimes to find something to say. It's annoying. In this part here, part one, I'm going to show you how to overcome that. Next is state the agenda and take the lead. And a lot of wealthy people like this. When you take charge, when you take lead, it communicates that you're confident in yourself. Because they already bump into a lot of people that are not confident. Next is to figure out why they contacted you. Make sure that when somebody calls you through these Google ads, they've searched on Google, they've clicked on your ad, you want them to kind of articulate why they called you so you can collect more information on how to close the sale. Next is understand current situation and gather data. Not personal information, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying ask the right questions. By asking the right questions, you're figuring out what they want. Because in this initial call, you're not trying to close them on the phone. You're not trying to say, hey, thank you for calling. My service is $10,000. What are you going to pay? Nah. That's not how it works. You gotta warm them up first. It's game. Next, releasing control and self-admission. This is a good one. Next is gaining commitment and wrapping in emotion. You absolutely need this one. Next is acknowledge and permission to share. It's just to carry a conversation. State what you're an expert at. Yeah, they called you because they saw your ad, but just clarify what you're an expert at. State your offer and how it works. This is a thing a lot of people don't know how to do very well. They have it in their head, but getting that information out of their head into the hands of the client is quite difficult. There are a lot of you guys that watch my videos. You're brilliant, I'm telling you. You're brilliant. But where you're lacking is how to take your brilliance out of your mind and show it to these people that, hey, I'm brilliant. You might not believe me, but trust me, for you to watch this, you're not a dummy. State your price. This is another one that's really difficult. It used to trip me out a lot. When you're asking for the big numbers, it's difficult, man, because you never asked for that kind of money before. You can barely ask your cousin for $100. How are you gonna ask a client for 10,000? Oh my God. You barely ask for a raise at your job. You don't even know how to ask for a raise at your job. I'm not mocking you. I'm just saying it's not easy. I know it. So if you're not used to asking for the money, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a big challenge for you to ask for the big money that you deserve because you're a genius and you're going to do this. Here's the other thing. When you're dealing with people with money, the price doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How much you charge? $20,000, $25,000? All right. How do we pay? This is how rich people are. They're getting richer. They know they deserve and need the best. So as long as you can articulate you're the best, you can have the audacity to quote $25,000 a month and they'll pay it. They'll pay it. Do you know why they'll pay it? Because they understand the value. But it requires you to articulate the value first. And that's what the script is all about. It's going to teach you how to really convince somebody that if they go with your competitor, they're going to get trash. They're going to get trash. And they'll try it. They're going to try it. They're going to call other competitors and then they'll get a crappy caregiver. They'll be like, oh crap, I should have gone with the other one. The other one was really nice. Huh? They really convinced me. They really understood my situation. Have you ever talked to a really good salesperson? A salesperson that makes you feel good? Oh, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like a salesperson that has convinced you to purchase something and you feel warm and cozy inside. This is what the script is all about. Handling objections. If you have articulated your value properly, this whole back and forth objections is not a big deal. They're just going to be like, okay, where do we sign up? Hey, honey, take care of that. These rich people, they got money, and they're very bougie too. They're extra bougie. How do I know all this stuff? Because I go to these fancy resorts and I see them and I see how they behave. All I do is just me and my notepad right there, just chilling. Oh, okay. Now mommy and daddy and the 2 kids, and then what? They got a nanny over there? Ah, okay, cool. So I wonder how much is the nanny costing them? All right, cool. Where are they getting this nanny from? Then I do my investigations and I discover, there's some agency in town that has these elite sort of nannies. And these nannies are they wear uniforms, they're well trained at fancy schools here in Africa. They have these hospitality schools here in Africa where they train people that work for these big resorts in Zanzibar or Mombasa. East Africa is by the coast, right? By the water. So they're fancy resorts, $1 million resorts. So those $1 million resorts, they got to hire good people, good workers. So there's schools that train these people on how to handle that clientele. And if you go to one of these resorts, man, it's like being treated like a baby. So good. Those employees are well paid. You could find they only make $500 a month, but they have a whole family. A guy that works at a resort in Zanzibar that I met was only making $500 a month. And he had a beautiful family. So $500 to him, he's the middle class. He's balling. He's applying pressure. When it goes back to his village, he's mad. What I'm saying is that these are the kind of guys that these rich people are used to dealing with. So if you're coming in and you don't know how to compete with that guy, they're going to pick up on it. They're very judgmental. This is what the script is all about. So here's the offer. If you understand everything that I just explained to you here in this video, and you're ready to level up your phone game, then we need to talk. If you're ready to practice using the script with me, what that means is I'm going to give you the script, you download it, or you print it out. Then me and you, we're going to have 3 separate phone calls where I'm going to pretend that I'm one of these bougie rich clients, even though I'm not, one day. Because I know how they behave, so I'm just going to copy them. I'm going to be very difficult on you. Okay, it would be very difficult. It's going to be practice for you. Where you're going to call me and you're going to ask me all these questions in the script. It's going to be difficult for you to practice with somebody else. Maybe your significant other doesn't have time, or your friend is just too busy. You don't want people to generally even know that you're starting this business, so they're going to hate on you. Maybe you don't want to do that, but you want to talk to me. Let's practice. I know how to ask the right difficult questions. So we're going to practice in 3 separate calls. I'm pretty confident by the 3rd call, you're going to be at least comfortable. You're going to be ready. There is a link in the description of this video that allows for you to sign up for that. Sign up for it if you're ready to get the script and you're ready to get in a call with me for 3 separate calls. Practice, practice, practice. Then schedule time. Hope you got some value, and I'll see you in the next one.